Live from the Titans Soccer Complex on Eastern Florida's Melbourne campus, it's the 2015 NJCAA Division I Women's Soccer Championship, game number 6, with the 10th-seeded Laramie County Golden Eagles battling the 6th-seed Lewis and Clark Trailblazers. Coming up next. Game 2 of day 2 here in Melbourne, Florida. Game number 6 of the tournament, just about ready to get underway here off the east coast of the Sunshine State. Pool C play opens up. The Golden Eagles from Laramie County taking on Lewis and Clark, the Trailblazers, in just a few moments. The Golden Eagles, after a 4-0 loss, facing a must-win situation here, and we see Lewis and Clark for the first time. Thanks for joining us. I'm Nick Grenowitz here. Let's take a look at our players to watch for this matchup. For Laramie, it's Madison Duffin, the goalkeeper. Giving up less than a goal a game this season. Gave up 4 yesterday in that loss to Iowa Central, looking to bounce back. For Lewis and Clark, it's number 3, Nicole Howard. She has been one of the best in the nation, 38 goals. That leads the nation, 20 assists this year, one of the top point scorers. She is going to be an absolute terror to deal with against any team that she's playing this year. Let's take a look at the starting 11s as well to go with those two we're going to keep an eye on. For Lewis and Clark, you see on the right side there, their leading assist maker, Cassidy Foley, also plays the forward position, 21 assists this year, one of the top in the country. Coaches for these two teams as they open up Game 6 for Laramie County. Jim Gardner's in his 12th season, 158 wins at the helm of that Laramie County team. Lewis and Clark, Tim Rooney is opening up this tournament with his season. Talked about how well this team is anxious to get ready and get started. Referees Anya Voigt, Matt Jackson, Ronnie Cowan, and Uwe Tittle for this matchup. The 4 down there that will be officiating this one as we're ready to get things underway. Between these two, the Trailblazers and the Golden Eagles. Laramie County in those yellow jerseys, black shorts, white numbers. They'll move from left to right across your screen. Lewis and Clark in the white jerseys, white shorts, blue letters and numbers on those. They'll move from right to left as right off the bat, a ball played deep near back towards the goal, and coming out to make the play is Madison Duffin. We saw her yesterday, played well in that Iowa Central game, but the Cyclones just wave after wave offensively went after this Golden Eagles team. And, well, you say a defense is bend, don't break. Eventually, when you bend enough, you're going to give up something, and that's exactly what happened. Lewis and Clark controls coming to the near sideline. This is Cassidy Foley, who has it knocked out of bounds on the near sideline. Cassidy Foley is one of the top assist makers in the country. 21 this year. She's been 1-2 with Eastern Florida's Brianna Camargo pretty much all season long. In fact, coming into this tournament, she was just that. Here's a crossing ball and a header that Nicole Howard may have just nicked, and then another one through the box. This one lofted up, and finally Duffin will get a hand on it. Howard may have made contact with that ball, just couldn't steer it inside of the net. So a quick, fast-paced start here for Lewis and Clark. The Trailblazers are 13-2-2. Champions of Region 24. This one played in. Anna Whitaker on the back line. We'll send it to that far side. Was looking for Samantha Fennessy. Couldn't find her. Laramie County takes control. Let's go back to the other side of the pitch. Lewis and Clark, early opportunities here, and Nicole Howard on that center had a chance from Cassidy Foley. Howard, she got a head on it all right, just couldn't quite steer it in. And then on the backside, Fennessy tried again, and that one was knocked away by the defense of Laramie County. Here is a toss in. This ball out the back of the box. This one will keep rolling, and it's last touched by Laramie County. For this Golden Eagles team, you have to make sure you keep an eye on Gemma House. 14 goals this year, 10 assists. She leads the team in goals. And as has been the case for the first 5 teams to fall in this tournament. We've seen 5 shutouts in the first 5 games. The team that has come up on the short end of the stick, it's just been a lack of offensive opportunities. They haven't been able to create much as these two squads trade throw-ins here, and finally one will go back to the same team. Lewis and Clark will toss it in. This is Lewis and Clark's Maria Sturluson. The sophomore from Copenhagen, Denmark. Tosses it in, Kaylee Hill. Taken away by Lewis and Clark. Brought back to the top. Logan Gerard sending it forward. Here's a free run on the near side, perhaps an opportunity coming for Laramie County. That was Samantha Phillips that hit the dirt. Phillips, the freshman from Gillette, Wyoming, went down. And a free kick. Here's an opportunity now for Laramie County early, and they're going to line this one up. Gerard is out there. As well as Gemma House, and let's see what the Golden Eagles want to do here. We're shut out yesterday, looking to get on the board in this tournament. Something Schoolcraft was unable to do. A 2-0 loss to Darton State after a 3-0 loss to Butler. We'll see Gerard set this one up, plays it to the right side, and not a whole lot going there. Was looking on the near side here for a teammate and was just run right off the ball. Thought maybe you'd be able to catch this Trailblazers team sleeping. I believe that was Gabby Garcia she was looking for. Long ball, punched into the middle of the pitch. Controlled by Lewis and Clark. Pass intended for Cassidy. Foley is knocked away. Now Foley controls, plays with that brace on her right knee. And a foul called near midfield. This will go to Lewis and Clark. So early on, the Trailblazers in control. Jane Skaggs will fire this one in. They line up along the top of the box. Skaggs' kick, a good lofter. This one's settling in near the top of the box, flicked towards the goal, and Duffin came over to see if she needed to make a play, but we'll let it roll out the touchline, and a goal kick coming for Laramie County. Eagles under the direction of head coach Jim Gardner. He's in his 12th season, the only head coach in program history. He started everything at that Laramie County program back in 2003. Has them here in the national tournament. Ball sent to the far side. They were looking for Samantha Fennessy. That's Lewis and Clark. Here's Foley. Trying to feed it to Howard. That's denied. Flicked on over to the near side. Sturluson. And this one rolling out the near touchline. Lewis make that. Laramie County will toss it in. Gerard looking ahead. That pass knocked away. Back towards midfield. Cassidy Foley with some running room here. She's upended near midfield. No call. Here's Kaylee Hill. To the far side. Sent back in near Foley. And a high looping kick is caught by Duffin. That was Tessa Wagner with the rainbow shot. And the goal kick headed right back. Duffin's going to have to handle it. This Laramie County team qualifying for the national tournament, playing in it 5 of the last 10 years. Region 9 champions. Were here a year ago when Monroe was crowned the champion. Finished 3rd in that tournament. This one poked away by the Golden Eagles. Sent ahead on the left side of the box. Back up to the top. Here's a shot. Lofter, this one just over the top of the crossbar. And that's the first shot put near the goal that Natalie Oten had to take care of. Let's take a look at that one again. Sarah Erickson with the defense there. And the shot just pushed high, like that was Gerard that pulled the trigger there. And Lewis and Clark will get started once again, sent ahead, looking for Cassidy Foley, and she's knocked off the ball. Almost a collision there. Here's Gerard. One touch to Phillips. Looking ahead, has a teammate there, coming to the near sideline. Can she run it down? Yes, steered near the corner. This ball centered. Knocked out by the defense. Gerard has Gemma House there with her as well. Can't find any room. It's knocked out last touched by Logan Gerard, the sophomore from Aurora, Colorado. This ball out the near sideline almost. Instead, played ahead for Cassidy Foley. She's trying to find some room, lets the ball roll. Back up to the top, Nicole Howard. The dangerous goal scorer, has 38 this year, mistouches it, and it's controlled at midfield by Laramie County. Logan Gerard all over the pitch. Almost had her foot on that one as well. Coming back to the near side, and that one misplayed by Lewis and Clark and Maria Sturluson. Toss in. Sturluson misplayed it, now offsides they're going to call here. This goes against Laramie County. It'll be a turnover. They'll give it back to Lewis and Clark. They were looking for Gemma House there on that run towards the net. She was just behind the defender. Long kick out. This one controlled by Foley and sent back to the near side. Out of bounds again. Lewis and Clark looking for an opportunity here. The toss in, that one's going to go back towards the touchline. It's going to result in a goal kick for Laramie County. As we've seen in the first 5 games, this one as well, both these teams, the pace slow at first while they try to figure out where some opportunities might be. And once that's figured out, where maybe you'll be able to exploit something, these teams speed it up just a little bit. Gerard, middle of the pitch, looking ahead, trying to leave it along for her teammate. This one knocked away and spoiled by Lewis and Clark. They were looking for Brenda Vasquez out there. This ball played back to the near sideline. And it's going to go to Lewis and Clark. Sturluson plays it long. We'll see Duffin come out and play it. Laramie County going with the yellow jerseys here today, with the black shorts. A couple of players with those highlighter sneakers as well. See a pair of green ones and a pair of orange ones as well. And that ball will go to the far side. Here's Taylor Andert from St. Peters, Missouri. Lewis and Clark, the 6th seed in this tournament. Head coach Tim Rooney talked yesterday when the team arrived here in Melbourne, Florida, about the team practicing well. Said the entire team was anxious, though, to get started. They wanted to play in their first game. Maybe a team that you didn't quite want that first day off. You wanted to get out there on the pitch and play. This one played in for Phillips as she runs, trying to run it down, and it's knocked away by Sturluson. Lewis and Clark defense denies it back out again. This one out near the top, sent in. Lewis and Clark threatening here, and once again, the defense able to turn it away. Laramie County perhaps threatening there, I meant. And a throw-in coming for the Golden Eagles. Toss in looking for Brittany Crank. This one headed away. Gerard with an opportunity, fighting off one defender. This one sent long, and Nicole Howard with an opportunity, trying to run down 3 defenders. Couldn't do it. Lewis and Clark controls. Looking for Vasquez. Sent back down the pitch long again. Sort of a field position game being played right now while these two look to get comfortable. Gerard, middle of the pitch. Knocked away. Nicole Howard waiting to see if that was going to be a playable ball. It was not. Throw in for Wagner. From Edwardsville, Illinois. Nicole Howard from Rolla, Missouri. This is Cassidy Foley. She's knocked down. Ball punched out of bounds. It'll go to the Trailblazers. Back to Foley. Looking to turn the corner. Bumps the defender off the ball, and then it's knocked out once again on this near side. Wagner will throw it in again, but first a substitution for the Golden Eagles.
Ladies and gentlemen, remember you can visit the ticket desk and get a copy of today's webcast on DVD. The order form is at the ticket desk.
Aaron Elder into the ball game, wearing the number 13. Eden Stoddard will take a seat.
As well, go get yourselves a nice merchandise t-shirt.
The throw in to Laramie County. Phillips the header. Settled by Wagner. They leave it to Foley. She looks to enter the ball into the box. No one there. And it's picked up by Duffin. Golden Eagles 14-5-2 after yesterday's loss to Iowa Central. Rolling balls. Sturluson will toss it in for Lewis and Clark. Mistouch. Wagner was almost there. Now Wagner with it. Gerard running her down. One touch coming back to the near side here. Kaylee Hill sending it in. They're looking for Nicole Howard. She can't run it down. Duffin will come out and make the play. You look at the top 2 players from a production side for this Lewis and Clark team, Nicole Howard and Cassidy Foley, the 2 forwards. Howard 38 goals and 20 assists. Foley 16 goals, 21 assists. Both of them near the tops in the nation in points. Howard leads the nation in goals with 38. Foley, the 21 assists, second in the nation to Eastern Florida's Brianna Camargo. Here's Gerard. Sending it towards Phillips. That one's knocked away. Skaggs will send it over to the far side of the pitch. Now back to Skaggs. Going to send it in to Howard. She can't do it. Taylor Andert of Lewis and Clark will end up with it. Deflected off of a Golden Eagle? No. Trailblazers will turn it over and give it back to Laramie County. And they'll toss it in. This game 2 of the day. Got 12 games in 3 days set up for this tournament. A day off on Thursday, Friday the semifinals, Saturday's the championship game. Laramie County looking for some sort of a chance here as they change the point of attack. Coming back to the near side looking for Phillips. This one taken away by Lewis and Clark. And this is Tessa Wagner leaving it back for Sturluson. Howard swinging it to the middle of the pitch. Only the Golden Eagles out there. Trailblazers take possession once again. Sturluson coming to the near side, looking ahead, trying to beat the defender. Can't do it. It's knocked out the near side. That's Phillips who does it. She's slow to get up. Sturluson feeding, looking for Wagner. Sent it too long. Now Skaggs comes over and controls. This is Kaylee Hill running towards that corner, looking to turn the edge and center it. The ball deflected. Duffin trying to save it. That ball rolling towards the side post, and Duffin able to jump back on top of it. Cassidy Foley was in the vicinity, but Laramie County also had a defender there as well. Aubrey Schneider was there to potentially get a look at it, to knock that one away, but Duffin fortunate. She was trying to save it so it didn't go out the touchline and result in a corner kick. Here's Gabby Garcia to knock this one down. Long ball headed out by Lewis and Clark. Vasquez to play it out there. Another high lofting rainbow as these teams, once again, just play for some field position. This one played long and knocked out that far side. Let's take a look at that last opportunity. This centering pass, Duffin tried to play it in so it didn't go out the touchline. And once again, Aubrey Schneider was there, so not much of a chance for Lewis and Clark, but you never know. Duffin able to jump back on top of it. Ball on the touchline. This one centered in, knocked down by Natalie Oten. This is going to be a corner kick for Laramie County. A quick start after the substitution there. Oten had to be ready, and she was able to deflect it out that touchline. Let's get another look. Nice change of direction there from Laramie County, and Oten able to knock it down. Gerard on the corner kick. Loses it out the touchline, and that a wasted opportunity. Lewis and Clark will have a goal kick. Oten sends this one out to that far side. Laramie County takes control. And turning the corner here, this is Gemma House. Trying to send it into the box. It's turned away by Lewis and Clark. Vasquez controls. Sending the near side, and that one a little bit too strong. Looking for Shawnee Griffiths. Shawnee Griffiths make that. Sturluson throwing it in. Griffiths ends up with it, leaving it back. And that one pushed out of bounds. Griffiths to play it back. Here's a centering shot. One bounce. It's picked up by Natalie Oten. Flicked ahead. Foley might have a chance at this one if she can catch up. She will. Heading towards the touchline. Trying to bump some room off the defender there. She lost it. Goal kick coming. So we'll see Laramie County kick this one away. We want to remind you, Select Sports is proud to be the official match ball of the National Junior College Athletic Association. Select Super FIFA match ball is used exclusively at all NJCAA soccer championships. Select Sport, inspired by history but designed for the future. That's Select Sport ball in play right now, and it's sent to the near side. Sturluson controls. To the right side. Plays this one into the box. And it's denied out by Laramie County. Cassidy Foley continues to put pressure on this side. Steven out there. Jane Skaggs to toss it in. This ball headed towards the corner and knocked out of bounds. We'll see another goal kick. Maybe just a toss in. Yes, a throw in for Laramie County. And that'll be done by Steven. Here's Foley. Sent into the middle of the box at the top. This is Howard turning, shooting, firing. Got caught the corner. And Howard, just like that, in the blink of an eye. At the top of the box, turns, fires. It's a beautiful goal. And it's her 39th of the year. 1-0, Lewis and Clark leads with 21-24 left in the first half.
By number 3, Nicole Howard.
Give the assist to Cassidy Foley, the 1-2 matchup for this team, and Howard played it off the chest, settled it, turned and fired. That was quick. Very well played. 39 on the year, the NCAA leader in goals. Make it NJCAA leader in goals, that is. You don't see many prettier than that. Settled well at the top of that box, and just the turnaround shot found the top right corner. Madison Duffin didn't even have a chance at it. So Lewis and Clark, the 6 seed, leads the 10 seed Laramie County 1-0. 21-minute mark first half. Laramie County trying to break our trend of shutouts. 5 games, 5 shutouts. Laramie County, one of them yesterday in a 4-0 loss to Iowa Central. This is Eden Stoddard, has it knocked away. Back to Gerard. To the near side, Griffiths trying to work around Sturluson, the defender, couldn't do it. And Sturluson will send this ball long. Nicole Howard hunting out there, but it's controlled by Schneider. And let's once again go back to that Nicole Howard goal. Just a pretty one, different angle for you here. That's Foley setting up Howard. She settled it well. It's all in that ability to settle the ball and set up your timing, and Howard did just that. Put it in the back of the net to make it 1-0. Just snuck it inside that top right corner. Lewis and Clark controls that one out the far sideline. And here's some substitutions for both teams entering the game for Laramie County is Brittany Crank, who checks back in after a brief stint on the bench. Taking a seat is Asia Stevens. Ball sent long. Gemma House there, couldn't quite get to it. Ball lifted high up into the air. And it's controlled by Lewis and Clark. Well settled. This one's sent long, and they'll call a foul at midfield. Kaylee Hill hits the dirt. And this will go back to Lewis and Clark. The long free kick played in by Lewis and Clark, denied by Gerard, and she has possession, sending it forward, but Sturluson there to take it away for the Trailblazers. Shawnee Griffiths playing it back. Here's a chance for Laramie County into the box. Left-footed shot. There is Oten. And that was Gemma House, who thought she had an opportunity there. Nice cut back into the center, had an open look, just couldn't get enough on it. And Natalie Oten, the freshman from St. Charles, Missouri, gets the stop. And Lewis and Clark will once again toss this one back in. Wagner controls it midfield. Skaggs touches it back to the defense. Sturluson, who's played well here in the first half, back to Skaggs. She surveys. It's taken from behind, and Laramie County controls. Sent on ahead. One touch back. This is Griffiths battling for it. Correction, that was Ethan Stoddard who was knocked down. Laramie County able to regain. Far sideline advancing. A low kick into the right side of the box, fed to the top. Here is Stoddard. Her shot is saved by Oten. Stoddard set up at the top of the box, not a whole lot on it, and Oten able to easily make the save. Unlike in that Iowa Central game yesterday, Laramie County has had a couple of looks at the goal, just haven't been able to find the back of the net yet. Gerard takes this one away, sent ahead. To the right side, here comes Gemma House. This one's knocked away. Let's take a look once again. We'll show you that Stoddard opportunity at the top. She lines this one up. The shot there, but just not quite enough on it to sneak it by Natalie Oten. And a corner kick here for Laramie County, the Golden Eagles. Gerard will handle it. Here's the corner kick, settling up. 50-50 ball that is loose. Laramie County with a chance, and it was deflected out the touchline. A bunch of commotion there. A player hits the floor for Laramie County, and for Lewis and Clark down. Laramie County, Samantha Phillips had a chance to crank that one into the back of the net and just had it blocked. It should result in another corner kick. It will, for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, he said if you can't come back or whatever, then we'll have to get it done.
Gerard will handle it here. And Gerard's kick, an in-swinger, middle of the box, headed wide right, and a goal kick for Lewis and Clark coming. Substitutions. Lewis and Clark will send two in. Samantha Fennessy and Cassidy Foley will re-enter the game. Checking out for Lewis and Clark, Kylie Pelton will take a seat. I believe Kaylee Hill was the other one to exit. Another substitution announced. Laramie County will send in a new player. Gerard will take a seat. And checking in for Laramie County, Aubrey Gessner. Golden Eagles to toss it in. Jane Skaggs handles, sends to the far side. This is Taylor Andert. Going long, out there is where Nicole Howard is, but it's played a bit too far, and Howard already with 1 goal in the half can't get to it. 13.5 minutes to go, first half. 1-0. Lewis and Clark with the lead. Sent into the right side of the box. It's turned right back around. Laramie County looking to start quickly, and it's deflected out. Here's Schneider. Ball controlled by Lewis and Clark. They're looking to extend the lead, and this ball cued out of bounds. And once again, we'll see another Trailblazers throw in from that far side. Laramie County, that 4-0 loss yesterday. Haley Todd to throw it in for Lewis and Clark. And Stoddard will get it going for the Golden Eagles here, but the Trailblazers take it away. Here's Cassidy Foley's shot that goes wide right. And you can see the ball beginning to flutter here on this pitch as the wind begins to affect some of these games. The wind much heavier today, blowing much harder than it was yesterday. And it's blowing across the field from the far sideline to the near sideline. Here's a long ball sent in. Laramie County trying to start quick. Little 3-on-3 break here. This one poked away. Nice defensive play out there, but Phillips able to regain. Trying to center it. She does, and that one's deflected out. Kirsten Funk playing some good defense back there. Phillips with the shot. Had it deflected, and now a corner kick for Lewis and Clark. This should be their third of the half. Gabby Garcia will handle the corner kick. 4 in the box near the top for Laramie County as they look for their first goal. Now they're going to rush in here, sent up to the top, left-footed shot. It is deflected out. Oaten was on the opposite side, but a nice deflection. I want to say that was Skaggs who was there to turn it away for Lewis and Clark. Ball sent in, and Laramie County had a player there to try to put a foot on it, just couldn't quite connect. Let's take another look at that last corner kick. This one's sent up, waiting for it, and the play there as it's deflected right back out. The deflection from Laramie County, that was Shawnee Griffiths from the top who tried to volley it onto the net, and Lewis and Clark there waiting. 1-0, the Trailblazers lead the Golden Eagles here in Game 2 of the day, Game 6 of the tournament. As pool play continues, this Pool C, made up of 3 total teams. These two, Lewis and Clark and Laramie County, the 6 and 10 seeds, and then Iowa Central as well, the 3 seed in the tournament. So we get another substitution. Shawnee Griffiths will take a seat. And in for Laramie County is Brenda Vasquez. Corner kick in, and Natalie Oaten will handle it easily. Oaten's been good between the pipes in 17 games this year. She's allowed just 11 goals, has 3 shutouts to her name as well. Today has played a very fine first half. Ball played ahead again. Here's a shot from well outside of the box, and that one proves to be the toughest for Oaten, who dives on top of it. Wasn't on goal. No real danger there for Lewis and Clark, but Oaten came out to play it anyway, and once again, that ball fluttering in the wind, and Oaten stumbled a bit. This one taken away from Gemma House, sent ahead. Cassidy Foley playing to the near side. Sent ahead, Nicole Howard. He's going to let it roll on this left side, going to center it. Looking for some help, couldn't find it. It's deflected out in the Golden Eagles' control. They'll try to start quickly. One touch, nicely played here by Laramie County as they lead the break. To the far side, this is Phillips on the run, make that House. She looks to turn the corner, has it knocked out. And a corner kick for Laramie County. They've been able to get the corner kicks, just haven't been able to convert off of them. That last play out there, Aaron Elder on the run. Get a look at Jim Gardner directing his team from the sideline, the man in his 12th season. So few opportunities in these matches, you need to take advantage of them. He talked about that yesterday. Here's a ball left in short, loose in the box. Here is a ball directed, but it's wide left. I believe that was Elder again, who couldn't quite steer it near the goal, yes. And a substitution. Cassidy Foley, correction, not Cassidy Foley. She will stay in the game. Coming in for Lewis and Clark is Tessa Wagner. Taking a seat is Samantha Fennessy with 7:02 to go. Wagner, the newcomer, controls, has it taken away by Vasquez from behind. Vasquez changing the point of attack, sending it forward. Nice one touch here. And it's lost by Phillips, but played back to Stoddard. Dumped in. And Oaten will go get it. 6.5 to go first half. 1-0. Lewis and Clark leads Laramie County. Nice drop kick by Natalie Oaten. Sends it to midfield. And it's sent to the near side with Tessa Wagner fighting with Vasquez for it. She'll play it back to Sturluson, who's harassed from behind, and that ball went out of bounds. They'll give this one to Laramie County. Throw in for Aubrey Gessner here on the near sideline with just under 6 to go in this half. And on the toss in, a whistle, and will they call for substitutes? No, they'll say play on, or at least they're attempting to. They will now substitute. Logan Gerard in for Laramie County. Taking a seat is Eden Stoddard. The Golden Eagles will toss this one in. Headed away. Foley controls, going to play this one long for Nicole Howard. She's got some speed, but going to get it is Aubrey Schneider. She'll play it back to Duffin, the goalie. This ball sent out to the far side. Phillips. Played ahead to Elder. Now into the corner. This one knocked away. Back up to the top. Here's a shot. Deflected out. Lewis and Clark's defense continues to stay strong, and this ball is cleared away out the near side. So with 4.5 to go, Laramie County looking for the equalizer. Also looking for the first goal of a visiting team on the scoreboard. It's been all shutouts so far through the first 5 matches. Here's Gerard. Back up top. Into Vasquez. Working with the left foot. Her shot is well wide left. 3:48 to go, and Natalie Oaten will handle the kick away. Lewis and Clark, the 6th seed, champions of Region 24. Oaten taking her time here, and she'll have a teammate kick this one away instead. Nice long kick. Played back by Laramie County, though. Controlled at the top by the Golden Eagles. Sent to that far side. This one centered in. Handled. Now Gerard at the top. Her shot. A nice kick save. A beautiful one there by Oten. Gerard nearly had the equalizer. And it's sent back out. Laramie County controls. Going to send it back in here on the right side. Here's an opportunity. Centering shot, well too long. That one out the back. Laramie County will have that one roll out. That was the best opportunity of the match so far for Laramie County. And let's take a look at it. Once again, Logan Gerard in the middle of the box. Here's the center. Gerard at the top, off the chest, was able to roll that one, and Natalie Oten had the sneaker in the right place. It's all the shoes. She was able to just deflect that one. This ball played long. Cassidy Foley going to give it a run. Still coming now, and they'll play it back to Duffin, who has to clear it out the near side. 2:14 to go. First half. Highly competitive here between the 6 and 10 seeds, Lewis and Clark and Laramie County. For Laramie County, they've had their opportunities. Here's another one here. Howard had a chance, a run at the goal. And the Laramie County defense able to clear away any danger. Sturluson, one final push here perhaps from the Trailblazers in the half as time runs down. This one taken away from Skaggs. Sent up ahead. This is House. Had help to her right, but is stripped from behind. And a long ball sent in here. Duffin will come out and play it. They were looking for Kaylee Hill. Duffin will kick this one away. Hill once again. Nice touch, looking for Cassidy Foley. Ball on the right side of the box. This shot is wide. Foley played it well there.
1 minute left in the half. 1 minute.
That was Kylie Pelton as we have a minute to go. But let's go back to the other opportunity just before that. This is Nicole Hauer splitting 2 defenders, beating a third, that's Schneider, and her shot just deflected by Duffin and cleared out. You talk about opportunities. Lewis and Clark has had a few as well. Unable to cash that one in. This could easily be a 2-0 game. It could easily be a 1-1 game as well. But Howard already 1 goal in the half. With 30 seconds to go. She almost had her second just a few moments ago there. At midfield. Played forward. Cleared to the near side. This one a toss in for Laramie County. And Aaron Elder will do it. 10 seconds to go. Maybe one final flurry here from the Golden Eagles. No, it's cleared away by the Lewis and Clark defense. And that'll take us to the end of our first half. 1 goal in the back of the net. It's from Nicole Howard after 45 minutes of play. The 6th seed Lewis and Clark leads 10-seeded Laramie County 1-0. We'll show you all the highlights of the first half coming up in just a few minutes. You're watching the NJCAA Women's Soccer Championships on NJCAA TV. Our halftime coverage coming up in just a moment.
This is where we're building the future. This is where we meet the challenge, where leaders emerge and careers take flight. This is where you discover new opportunities. Choose to stand where excellence lives, where titans rise. Eastern Florida State College.
Recently, the Eastern Florida State College women's basketball team held its media day to kick off the new season. Third-year head coach Jim Grimes looks to build upon last season's success.
Well, going to the state tournament last year was a big accomplishment for our program. It had been many years since we were able to do that. Really, the best thing about it was the experience that we were able to gain. So the returning players have already been where we want to be this year, and so that's going to really help us moving forward. As far as our expectations for this season, they're similar to what they were going into last season. You know, we want to have steady improvement. I want to see daily development in the team, and hopefully we can do even more than we did last season. Well, I've been very pleased with how the team has come together. Our chemistry seems to be good. I think this summer really helped us. We didn't have that in past years. We spent a lot of time together this summer, so I think we're far ahead in terms of our chemistry.
Well, we're going to bring a lot of energy this year, a lot more athleticism. It's going to be fun to watch us play. We got a lot of shooters, Emma, Paola. We have Trudy Walker and Kenya coming in, pushing the pace. It's going to be exciting to watch us play this year.
We're very athletic compared to last year. Like, we can go, there's a lot, last year we couldn't go full court. This year we can go full court D and everything with no problem. Like, very athletic team.
My expectations are pretty high. I'm very excited. I'm very blessed to be here. It's a great opportunity for me to play for Eastern Florida. It's a great program. I'm really excited to be here. It's a great school, great teammates, great professors, great athletic program. So I'm really excited, and my expectations and hopes are high. I think we're gonna focus on what we need to do, and I think we're gonna do it.
Admission is free, so check the college website for the next home game and come out and support your Titans.
They're going to see a team that plays really hard. They're going to see a team that cares about each other. They're going to play together. And hopefully they're going to see a team that makes really good decisions.
Well, I would tell you, you think last year was something, wait till you see this team.
Titan Madness was in the air as the annual event launched the 2015-2016 season for the men's and women's Titans basketball teams. The night began with a skills competition, pitting Titans players against one another in a display of sharpshooting from all over the court. Then it was nothing but net for the men and women as they showed off their shooting prowess in the three-point shooting contest. The Titans men and women then took to the court to face off in the co-ed scrimmage. Finally, the high-flying Titans dazzled the crowd with gravity-defying jams in the crowd favorite dunk contest. This year, the talented men's team looks to continue its success behind three-time reigning FCSAA Southern Conference Coach of the Year, Jeremy Schulman. Coach Jim Grimes leads the Lady Titans team as they look to repeat as FCSAA Southern Conference champs. Admission to all Titans games is free, so check the schedule for the next home game and come out and support your Titans.
.45 minutes in the books here for Game 6 of the tournament, Game 2 of the day out in Melbourne, Florida, the 2015 NJCAA Women's Soccer Championships here on NJCAA TV. And after 45 minutes, 6-seeded Lewis and Clark leads 10-seeded Laramie County 1-0. We thank you for joining our coverage here on NJCAA TV. I'm Nick Grenowitz. We'll be here all week with coverage of this great tournament. It was an exciting first half, though the scoreboard might not show it. Let's give you a little bit of the highlights of this one, and it started with Nicole Howard, who ended up with her 39th goal of the year at the 24th minute. It was sent over by Cassidy Foley. Howard at the top of the box finds the right corner of the net, and that's a 1-0 lead for Lewis and Clark, the Trailblazers, with that early advantage. But for the Golden Eagles, it was about opportunities, mainly missed ones. You see here, Shawnee Griffiths, no good. Here's another one. Logan Gerard up high, trying to find an opportunity. Couldn't really do it here. That one sent high as well and wide. This Golden Eagles team, 11 shots in the first half, You see Gerard here again. That was the best one, a kick save by Natalie Oten. Of those 11 shots, 6 of them coming from Gemma House. They could not find the back of the net. After one half, though it's a 1-0 lead for Lewis and Clark, Laramie County out shooting the Trailblazers 11-5. They had 4 corner kicks as well, and as I mentioned, just could not come up with anything. They trail 1-0 after the first 45 minutes. Now, this is a must-win situation for this Golden Eagles team after a loss yesterday to Iowa Central. You don't get a win today, you're eliminated from playoff contention. You're not going to win the pool at 0-2, so for Laramie County, these final 45 minutes could be the final 45 of the season for head coach Jim Gardner and his squad. So when they come out, I would expect to see a little more intensity from this team. But that first half, I mean, everything but a goal coming for the Golden Eagles. We saw Gemma House attempt 6 shots. It was a very active half from some of the backup players like Shawnee Griffiths as well as Samantha Phillips, Aubrey Gessner as well in there. But a couple of very long runs. This back defensive line for Lewis and Clark has gambled a little bit, but they have not given up a goal yet, and that's mostly from the great play of Natalie Oten, the freshman goalkeeper from St. Charles, Missouri. She has 11 saves in this first half, has stood up to quite a few tough challenges from Laramie County and has been able to make it stand up. Came into this game having allowed 11 goals in 17 games and is trying to make it 11 in 18 games as well. And Tim Rooney talked about how anxious this team was to get started. The Trailblazers yesterday when they made it into Melbourne, Florida. And, well, they have not looked nervous to start this game. They have played very well. Nicole Howard and Cassidy Foley, the nation leader in goals in Howard with 39 now. Foley, second in the nation in assists, have played very well together. And this team that has mainly built on consistency. 7 players with starts in all 20 games this year and 2 players with 19 starts. They've played very well through this first half. But Laramie County, after losing to Iowa Central yesterday, you kind of got the feeling that some of these chances weren't going to come. But the Golden Eagles manufacturing them, and I think in the second half it's just going to be about seeing whether or not the ball bounces their way, because Gemma House, who leads this team with 14 goals, was impressive with those 6 shots. She just couldn't quite steer any of them into the back of the net. So for the last 45 minutes here, it's going to be about, of course, finding the back of the net for Laramie County, and also Madison Duffin just continuing to keep this a 1-goal difference. She allowed the 1 goal in the 24th minute. That was Nicole Howard, her 39th of the season. And, well, that happened so quickly, Duffin did not have much of a chance. But Madison Duffin has played very well despite giving up 5 goals in these first, game and a half now. So it'll be an interesting final 45 minutes for Lewis and Clark. A win here if they can hold on to the advantage, and they would force a win and onto the semifinal game tomorrow with Iowa Central. So, second half action coming up in just a few minutes. Lewis and Clark, a 1-0 lead. You're watching the NJCAA Women's Soccer Championships on NJCAA TV.
Titan Madness was in the air as the annual event launched the 2015-2016 season for the men's and women's Titans basketball teams. The night began with a skills competition, pitting Titans players against one another in a display of sharpshooting from all over the court. Then it was nothing but net for the men and women as they showed off their shooting prowess in the 3-point shooting contest. The Titans men and women then took to the court to face off in the co-ed scrimmage. Finally, the high-flying Titans dazzled the crowd with gravity-defying jams in the crowd favorite dunk contest. This year, the talented men's team looks to continue its success behind 3-time reigning FCSAA Southern Conference Coach of the Year, Jeremy Schulman. Coach Jim Grimes leads the Lady Titans team as they look to repeat as FCSAA Southern Conference champs. Admission to all Titans games is free, so check the schedule for the next home game and come out and support your Titans.
Eastern Florida State College. This is where you discover new opportunities, where you pursue your dreams, and careers take flight. Apply now for new bachelor and associate degree programs in business, healthcare, computer technology, and other growing fields. Eastern Florida, where Titans rise. Apply today.
Recently, the Eastern Florida State College men's golf team held its 2015 Fall Media Day. Head coach Jamie Howell will need to prepare his players for an ambitious fall schedule that sets the stage for the spring championship season.
Your fall season just gives you an idea of who you are. You know, here's what we're capable of doing, here's where we need to improve, and then you make sure you don't try to do things you're not capable of at this time. So the big issue for me is just letting things play themselves out. You know, literally have the guys prepare and go play at each event and see how we do. You're not going to win if you don't have talent, and even more, you need some chemistry to go with it. So you're looking for guys that are going to fit together. I don't expect them to be best friends forever, but I expect them all to be on the same page, and if we all strive for the same goals, we'll do just fine, even filling those slots every year.
I see a positive being that we are young, but we're eager to build up on experience, eager to build up on being in the heat of the moment like last year. But it's going to be tough, and the positives we have is that Nationals is home. It's not traveling anywhere, and we're going to feel a little more comfortable being around, Brevard County instead of traveling to Kansas or Texas.
Well, I've heard obviously a lot about this program. Obviously, they've got a great history, and obviously being in America, it's great weather, and I feel like coming over here, I'll be able to excel in my game and compete with great players. We have some good sophomores in the team, very good, and if I can learn of what they've done over the last year, it might help me in the next few months developing as a golfer.
Sometimes you feel a little target on your back when you go to tournaments, but like golf is, you can't expect anything. Anybody can win on any given day, and I think that's going to be one of the things we're going to have to learn this year is we've lost a couple of players that really helped us last year, but we're going to be replacing them this year with some good freshmen.
So check out the Eastern Florida State College website and come out and support your Titans.
We're going to try to repeat or if not do better. I mean, the goal is always to win, regardless. I didn't come here to get second place, and I don't think any of the guys did either.
We're ready for second half action in Melbourne, Florida, where 6-seeded Lewis and Clark leads 10-seeded Laramie County 1-0 through the first 45 minutes. Welcome back into the broadcast. I'm Nick Renowitz. Thanks for joining us here on NJCAA TV, our coverage of the NJCAA Women's Soccer Championships. Laramie County in the yellow jerseys and black shorts, high black socks will move from right to left across your screen. Lewis and Clark in the white jerseys, white shorts, high white socks as well. We'll move from left to right. And quickly, a foul call. This will go against Lewis and Clark. And a free kick coming for Laramie County. We talked quite a bit during halftime and throughout the first half about missed opportunities for this Golden Eagles team. As Logan Girard lines this one up, they had a couple of close calls in the first half, couldn't come away with the goal. This is a good opportunity to start off the second half here as well. Logan Girard lining this one up. About 3 yards outside the top of the box. Here's the shot. This one is going to find the back of the net. Past the diving Natalie Oten. And Logan Girard has knotted this game up at 1, 59 seconds in to the second half. The first goal of the tournament for Laramie County, and also the first goal for any visiting team. That breaks our shutout streak at 5.5 matches. Look at Girard's shot here. This one just finding the back of the net past the diving hands of Natalie Oten. She got a piece of it. Laramie County gets their first goal. Logan Girard, her 9th of the season, off the free kick. So we're back knotted up at 1. Just 59 seconds in here. We talked during halftime a little bit about the intensity level that the Golden Eagles were going to need to show in the second half. Of course, you lose, you're done after falling to Iowa Central. Losing this game really not an option for this team, and they came out, immediately rushed down the field, drew the foul, and Logan Girard found the back of the net. So a good start for the Golden Eagles. Ball volleyed out this near side. We'll find the back of the stands. Tossed in, this one headed away by the Trailblazers, but controlled by Laramie County. Fennessy knocks this one away. Controlled and sent ahead in looking for Cassidy Foley. That ball misplayed for a moment, and Foley almost took advantage. Duffin will kick it back down. Wind blowing a little bit to the backs of Laramie County here. Just slightly, not much. Duffin will come out and play this ball. Rushing in there. For Lewis and Clark. Was Maria Sturluson. Here's a long ball played. Here's another opportunity for Lewis and Clark. Here's a shot. That ball off the left post, and it rolls right out in front, and it's cleared away. Laramie County almost took the lead there quickly as Elder got it off a deflection, and here's a quick start once again. Girard going to start it. Elder that close to her 15th goal of the year. She had Natalie Oten beat. It just hit the left post. Here comes Nicole Howard. And that one out the far side. Let's get another look here at that Erin Elder opportunity as she plays it forward. Coming to the left side, Oten overplayed it a bit, had a bad angle. And that one clangs right off the left upright. And it was cleared away by Lewis and Clark. Off the free kick, played in up high. Once again, back to Elder. She's been active, sending it ahead. This one going to be picked up by Maria Sturluson. A fight near that far sideline for the ball, and it's out last touch by Laramie County. So a quick start here for the Golden Eagles with their tournament lives on the line. They get a goal from Logan Girard. Erin Elder hits the left post. Lewis and Clark trying to settle itself right now after taking that 1-0 lead into halftime. Here's Stoddard, has it taken away. Here comes Lewis and Clark now. Sent ahead. Ball on the left side here. This one redirected out the touchline. Kaylee Hill with the redirected shot, and it's going to result in a corner kick for Lewis and Clark. This will be their first corner kick of the match. Looks like Cassidy Foley will handle it. Foley, 22 assists. 16 goals this year as she lines this one up. Good in-swinger in there, knocked out. Howard will leave it back again to Foley. This one lifted in. Loose on the left side of the box. And it'll roll out that touch line. So we'll see Madison Duffin boot this one forward. Bounding ball. They're going to call a handball at midfield. That one deflecting off the right arm of Samantha Fennessy. So they'll go back to Laramie County. Gabby Garcia will loft this one up just out in front of the box, flicked on into the box. And on that 50-50 ball, a player for Lewis and Clark hits the dirt and is slow to get up. That was a head-on-head collision as they were both looking for the play there. I believe that might be Nicole Howard. Looks like she got hit in the nose. That's Anna Whitaker, the sophomore defender, wearing the number 5. And that was just a 50-50 ball that looked like it was going to be a header that Whitaker tried to make a play on. She ended up taking a head right to the nose, and as you can see, is going to walk her way over while they try to help her out there. So Lewis and Clark is going to find a substitute here. Let's take a look one more time at what happened. It was a ball off the free kick that was volleyed into the top of the box. You can see it right here, where you can see Whitaker take the header, and that was Shawnee Griffiths, I believe, wearing the number 12 that ended up getting her. Correction, Erin Elder was in there that got her with the top of her head trying to head that ball. Here's Howard playing it forward. Foley there, trying to settle it. This one skips it out in front. Foley will chase it, but Duffin will make the play. Duffin kicks it away, flicked ahead by Laramie County. Controlled by Lewis and Clark. Hill putting on the Jets, has it knocked away. Last touched by the Trailblazers. Laramie County will throw this one in. Another ball deflected out. They'll say it's last touched once again by Lewis and Clark. Long toss, Elder. Ball settled by Foley. Punched ahead there looking for Nicole Howard. She can't get there. And Schneider controls. Stoddard. Sent to the middle. Elder. A little bounce to this ball. Works her way around the defender. Nicely played by Elder. Sent to the near side. Was looking for Vasquez. Couldn't find her. At midfield, Laramie County with the header. Lewis and Clark will play it back, and it's boomed across midfield. Ball poked out. Haley Todd into the ball game. She tosses it in. That one poked out again. Logan Gerard out there, policing the sideline. This one in. Good step there. This is Howard. Lost the ball, and it's directed out by Laramie County. This will be a corner kick, the second of the game for the for the Trailblazers. And we'll see Cassidy Foley line this one up. Foley lining this up. Kick is an in-swinger. It's a good one towards the back of the box. It's headed out by Laramie County. And a long ball controlled by Elder for a moment. She's run off of it by Haley Todd. And Elder will knock it out the near side here. Substitution for Laramie County. Phillips will enter the game. That's Samantha Phillips from Gillette, Wyoming. See who comes off. Eden Stoddard will. Gabby Garcia to toss it in. It's sent right back out by Taylor Andert. Garcia will give it a toss one more time here. Gemma House has it taken away. Here's Skaggs. Looking ahead for Wagner. Wagner on the run surveying. Has Logan Gerard there, and Wagner tripped up. The turf monster got her. Lost her footing for a moment. This one sent back down, and it's picked up by Natalie Oten. Cassidy Foley playing it ahead. Was looking for Nicole Howard, couldn't do it. This one sent into midfield where Lewis and Clark will try to set up an offensive attack. Haley Todd didn't see much of the freshman in the first half. Looking for Nicole Howard, lost it out that far side. Let's see who this will go to. Laramie County, I believe, will get the throw in. Yes. Just under 34 minutes to go in the second half. This game knotted at 1. Nicole Howard in the 24-minute mark gave Lewis and Clark a 1-0 lead. That score stood till the end of the half. And then right around the 46-minute mark of the game, 1 minute into the second half, Logan Gerard, off a free kick, a foul just outside of the box, put an absolute seed into the back of the net, went off the gloves of Natalie Oten to knot this game at 1. Long ball, deflected at the top. This shot is high and well out of play. So we'll see Oten kick this one away. We want to remind you fans you can follow all of the action of the 2015 NJCAA Division I Women's Soccer National Championship live on NJCAA TV. Just go to www.njcaaatv.com to view live and archive video of each game. Relive all the exciting plays and great memories of this year's tournament by visiting www.njcaaatv.com. If you want to watch the game live, you can go ahead, tune in during the game. If you miss it, it's like DVR right on your computer. Go ahead and watch it as a replay. Plus, I'll be here. See whether or not Lewis and Clark fans want to watch this one again. They had a 1-0 lead, and we're knotted at 1 once again here. Laramie County looking for their first win in their second game of the tournament. Centering ball, this one too long, out the back of the box. It's a race, and sent out this near side by Lewis and Clark. Quick start. Laramie County will send it out to Vasquez. Her left foot. This one directed, and Oten is going to dive on it and stop it. You can hear Jim Gardner, coaching his 12th season, directing his team here. Let's take a look at that one more time. This one lined up on the outside, and the ball redirected by Lewis and Clark. That ended up almost being trouble for the Trailblazers. Fortunately, Natalie Oten able to dive on top of it. Garcia to key it in once again. Gemma House has been quiet for much of this tournament. Sends it in on the backside. This one for Vasquez. Maybe a chance here. Vasquez, nice cut into the box. Left-footed shot directed out by Oten. Nice diving stop. Back out to Gerard. Vasquez again. She wants to try one more time. Defender closing in. Was looking for Gerard. Now a misplay. Gerard with a chance here maybe. To the touchline. She's taken down on the right side there near the touchline. Was she in the box? Yes. This is going to be a foul. This will be an opportunity here for Laramie County. Our second penalty shot of the day. And Logan Gerard looks like she's going to be the one that's going to take it. No. They'll have Gemma House do it. A chance for Laramie County to take their first lead of the day and tournament. House fires. That one's good in the back of the net. 2-1, Laramie County. Let's take a look one more time. Gemma House bangs in her 15th goal of the season on the penalty kick. Thinking right, nope, she'll go left. Oaten just a little bit late, and that one gets by her. And Lewis and Clark up 1-0 for the entire first half. They've given up 2 goals in the first 15 minutes of this second half and trail 2-1. So an exciting second half if you're a Golden Eagles fan. Laramie County needing the victory to keep their tournament hopes alive. This Lewis and Clark team will play Iowa Central tomorrow. And if this score holds, and the Trailblazers beat the Cyclones tomorrow, all of a sudden you've got 3 teams all at 1-1. And from what my understanding is, the decision for who plays in Friday's semifinal game is on goal differential. So a 4-0 win for Iowa Central yesterday. This is 2-1 Laramie County. Golden Eagles are going to need a couple more goals here as well if they want to keep their hopes alive. It's not just a win, it's kind of win big here because of the 3-goal differential. This ball directed out the near sideline. Kaylee Hill. Garcia. Sent back Gerard. Back towards Schneider. Instead, Cassidy Foley make that has it. Looking ahead, surveying for Howard, trying to send it into her, and she can't quite feed Howard. Looking to turn the corner. This is Vasquez. Couldn't quite do it. Circles all the way around the defender and is able to get possession. This one sent long. They were looking for Aaron Elder. Natalie Oaten jumps on top of it. Foley the header. Goes 50-50 with Gerard there. Controlled by Lewis and Clark. Trailblazers searching for the equalizer here with under 28 minutes to go in the second half. They have the nation's top goal scorer, Nicole Howard. Already has 1 today. They're going to need a little bit more help. Here's Elder. Sent ahead. Wait a minute now. That ball looked like as if it was safe, and Elder ran it down. Sturluson will toss it in. This ball will go Laramie County's way. Substitution set for this Golden Eagles team in just a moment. There's a centered ball out towards the back of the box. This is a bouncer that ended up out the touchline, and no real opportunity there for Laramie County. And here comes the substitution.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep up the latest news and updates regarding
That is Stoddard into the ball game. Gerard will take a seat. Foul called there. Stoddard reaching up over the top of Jane Skaggs. And let's one more time take a look at that foul that was called, leading to the penalty kick. And the shot there by Gemma House to make this a 2-1 ball game, that is. It was Logan Gerard who went down on the right side of the box. It set up that penalty kick, and it gave Laramie County the lead. Here's a lofting ball. That one's going to just jump over the top of the goal. That looked like trouble for a moment for Madison Duffin. She tracked it well, and that one went over the top of the crossbar. That wind starting to give the goalkeepers a little bit of trouble here. We've talked about it quite a bit through the first day and a half now, as the ball fluttering in that heavy wind that's blowing from the far sideline to the near sideline across the field. Here comes Lewis and Clark. Foley couldn't get to it. Laramie County ends up with possession. Left back. This is Foley again. Ball sent out the sideline. Get a look at Tim Rooney, the head coach of Lewis and Clark. His team trailing 2-1. Talked about how this team was anxious to get the tournament started. They played well in that first half. The second half, you let up all of those opportunities in the first half to Laramie County. You give the team some confidence that sometimes those opportunities that they don't cash in on are eventually going to start to fall, and that may be just what happened here. Near side, here's Kaylee Hill. At the corner, she goes down. They say play on. To the near side. Here comes Laramie County. Phillips. Here's Gemma House, looking to get a step. Sturluson running her off the ball. And it's knocked out the touchline. This should be a corner kick, and it is, for Laramie County. And a substitution, 2 newcomers coming into the game.
A reminder, fans, if anyone is missing a pair of glasses, they were just turned up to the press box. If they were missing a pair of glasses
For Laramie County. Phillips into the ball game. The other newcomer will handle the corner kick. That's Aubrey Gessner. Here comes her kick. Ball into the middle of the box. Headed up. Lewis and Clark able to kick it out. Gessner not there to be able to make a play. That's just too far out in front. She's going to throw it back in. Centered in, and Oaten able to sniff that one out and make the play. Under 23 minutes to go, second half, 2-1. Laramie County gunning for the upset here. The 10-seeded Golden Eagles lead the 6-seeded Lewis and Clark Trailblazers. Foul at midfield goes back to the Golden Eagles. Garcia will knock this one away. This is a completely different second half, and well, maybe the 1-goal lead for Lewis and Clark shaded it differently, but Laramie County, they've been the aggressors here. Long ball headed up. Oaten able to control that header. Stoddard, the one that directed it on goal, but Oaten ready to play it. Garcia looking to hunt this one down. Schneider there as well. She'll knock it out to stop the momentum. And another substitution into this game. Kylie Pelton, the freshman from St. Peter, Missouri, will jump into the game, taking a seat. Number 15, Haley Todd. So one St. Peter's native for another. And Pelton will be the one to throw it in as well. Ball knocked out. Thrown into the right side of the box, and that ball is turned away. Stoddard sent ahead. Elder plays it well, sending it forward. Phillips in hot pursuit. Settled well by Sturluson, and she'll kick it back up towards midfield. Here comes Phillips again in those orange highlighter sneakers. Couldn't quite run it down. Gemma House wins it. At the far side, to the right side of the box, puts on the speed, and she couldn't quite get the centering kick there in time. Rolls out the touchline, and a goal kick coming for Lewis and Clark. 25 minutes gone by, 20 to go in the second half. A 2-1 lead for the Golden Eagles over the Trailblazers here in Game 2 of the day. Game 6 of the tournament. Here's Cassidy Foley, one of the best assist makers in the game this year. She's looking to try to set something up. Sends it ahead. This one for Howard. Ball is loose as Duffin came out to make the play. Everyone's back up, and it's cleared away by Laramie County. Here's House. Wants to slow it down. Phillips to her right, Elder to her left. Here's Phillips, looking to center, has it knocked away and then cleared by the back line for Lewis and Clark. Let's take a look at that last opportunity for Lewis and Clark. Foley sending it in, was looking for Howard. Duffin diving on it, but at the collision, the ball ends up loose, and Laramie County able to protect the lead and clear that one away. We'll see Gessner with another corner here. Line drive kick up in the front, the header. Left out the back of the box. This one's going to bound out the near sideline. And Lewis and Clark will have the throw in. Not well executed there. That one goes off the chest of Kaylee Hill. Thrown in. Elder has it knocked away. She'll let it roll out that touchline, and another corner kick here for Laramie County. This is the Golden Eagles' 8th corner kick of the match. By far the most of any team through the first 2 days of the tournament. They have done well to earn opportunities here, though neither of their goals have come off of them so far today. Gessner's kick. Lofting ball, and it's caught by Natalie Oten. Oten will punt this one away. 17.5 minutes to go, second half. Laramie County closing in on a victory that they don't have that wide of a margin. It's 2-1, looking to protect it. Kylie Pelton watches that one roll out of bounds. And the substitution coming out of the game is Shawnee Griffiths. Into the game, Brenda Vasquez, the sophomore from Denver, Colorado. And Garcia will toss it in. They're ready to resume play. This one cleared out this near side out towards us. Gemma House. Ball knocked away, controlled by Cassidy Foley. She finds Nicole Howard, who waits. Really no one in front to play that to, so she'll dump it down in some of the empty space. And Laramie County will take control. Something cooking here maybe for Lewis and Clark. This ball taken away. Working to the far side, this one's centered in. They were looking for Howard, but it's cut off and turned away by the Golden Eagles defense. Wind starting to really pick up here. And that has affected these games. I think it would be tough to say that it hasn't affected the games, as you've seen a lot of the balls flutter as well, and just with the way that the ball has traveled so far, it's been a storyline through these first couple. Especially here today. Much heavier wind today than yesterday. Long ball. Nicole Howard trying to get there, has it headed away. Here's Phillips. She lost it out the far sideline. Howard goes down on that try, and they'll call a foul. This game 2 of the day. We've got a pair after this, the 11-7 matchup in Pool B between Moraine and Monroe. And in Pool A, 12-seeded Spartanburg plays 8-seeded Pima. But the next game, that Moraine-Monroe matchup, we'll get a chance to see Monroe, the defending national champion. They beat Iowa Western in overtime a year ago, as they open up their tournament. Did not play yesterday. We saw Moraine play. They did not win. Goal kick coming for Lewis and Clark here. Correction, for Laramie County. That one last touched by Sarah Erickson. So 14 minutes to go. Madison Duffin taking her time. Now finds herself in line to take a win. After giving up that early goal, you weren't sure whether or not the Golden Eagles offense was going to finally wake up. But it did here in the second half. 2 goals within the first 15 minutes. Phillips able to get the 50-50 ball. House couldn't run it down. Here's a chip shot on the backside. They're looking for Kylie Pelton. That one cued out this near sideline. And a quick throw in. They find Nicole Howard. Some nifty footwork here for Howard, finding some space. Was looking to try to get it to Pelton, but she's run out of bounds, and Pelton will toss it in. Calling for some help out there. Throws it into the box, and a missed kick allows the ball to stay alive on top of the box. Cassidy Foley trying to run that down. Now the ball ends up that far side, and maybe something cooking here for Laramie County. This is Aaron Elder. Gemma House. Rolling to the right side. Has it deflected out of bounds, and another corner kick for Laramie County. That's 9 for them. Pair of substitutes in for the Golden Eagles. Gessner will come out. Phillips will come out. Gerard in, as well as Brittany Crank for this Laramie County team. And Gerard, who has one of the 2 goals in this half, really responsible for them both. She set up the penalty kick as well. Will kick the corner. Long ball, this one towards the back part of the box, and it's headed away. And there'll be another corner kick for Laramie County. This is now 10 for them. And Gerard will handle it, taking her time as she comes to the near side. Why not? 11:45 to go, and your team has a 2-1 lead. Here's Gerard again. towards the front post. This ball loose out in front. Oten diving, and it's cleared away by one of her defenders. This one sent right back in, and offsides is Laramie County. That was Erin Elder, who was back behind the deepest defender and was called offsides. If she wasn't, she would have had a real chance to put that one in the back of the net and maybe seal it for the Golden Eagles. That was Garcia that steered that one out of bounds. Substitution, Kaylee Hill will take a seat. Coming in, Haley Todd. Quick correction, that was Kylie Pelton who left the game. Let's take a look one more time at that last opportunity for the Golden Eagles. For Laramie County, we'll take a look at it in just a moment here. The Golden Eagles with possession here, Girard. Over to Elder. Gemma House controlling here, into the top of the box. Looking to make a move. Nice little back touch, finds some room, and it's denied well by Lewis and Clark. Good defense there from Taylor Andert, who cued that one away. Here's Foley. Now let's take a look here. Off the corner kick. This one sent in, and the ball stays loose. Really, no one gets a hand on it until it's cued away by Sturluson and then sent back in, and the deepest defender was in front of Erin Elder. Pelton back into the game. Kaylee Hill will take a seat. Feels like some offense for defense substitutions here for Tim Rooney and the Lewis and Clark team. Lewis and Clark to throw it in. It's kicked out the near side, and we'll see Laramie County take it back over. Under 9 minutes to go. We're getting close to desperation time here for the Trailblazers, though a loss doesn't end your playoff hopes. Doesn't put you in a really good spot. Here's Howard. Sent up ahead to Foley. She's looking for a chance here. Sent into the box, that a little bit too strong. They were looking for Tessa Wagner. Foley hits the turf. She's slow to get up. And now Foley's going to run at Duffin, who wants to try to burn as much clock as she can. Garcia shifts it over to the near side. This ball rolling back behind Andert. She can't save it out the near touchline, and it's a throw-in coming for Laramie County. Girard. A little bit of room for her. Errant pass will end up back with Garcia. Laramie County playing with 3 deep right now. They are going to kind of pack it in defensively, make sure they don't let that equalizing goal up late here. Here's Nicole Howard. Sends it long. Looking for Cassidy Foley. Into the fray she goes, but the ball cleared away first, and it should be a corner kick for Lewis and Clark. It is. One more substitution here. Checking in Kaylee Hill. And once again, we'll see Pelton take a seat. Hill in, Pelton out. And the corner kick played short to Hill. Looking to turn the corner. She has a little bit of room up to the top. That ball into the box. Deflected up. Still loose. Duffin's going to try to run that one down. No, it'll run out the touchline, and And you saw Hill come into the game, and clearly that's something Tim Rooney has set up there where they play that short. They had Nicole Howard at the top of the box, and instead of pulling the trigger and taking the shot, she tried to play it into the box where she had a couple of teammates. Elder sent to the far side where she has Vasquez. She's tripped up. Foul flag comes up. No, they'll say play on. Throw in here for Laramie County. Under 6 minutes to go, second half. Quite the development in this one where Laramie County trailed 1-0, had been outscored 5-0 in the tournament, gave up 4 to Iowa Central. Here comes Gerard with a full head of steam. It's denied out. Flicked on by Howard. And 4 back there you see for Laramie County. They're not going to let anybody behind them. And here's another one. That one finds the back of the net. Volleyed around. Laramie County able to get another one here. And that one in for Eden Stoddard. She'd been around a couple of opportunities. That one volleyed a few times. Stoddard able to get a foot on it. Let's take a look one more time. This one centered in. Stoddard waiting for it. The header just able to find the inside of the post there. And it's 3-1 Laramie County. That one might have been the one that ices it here. You felt like Lewis and Clark might have an opportunity to make one final run, but Stoddard finding the back of the net. It's a 2-goal advantage now for Laramie County, the 12th of the season for the Golden Eagles. And now it's definitely a desperate time here for Lewis and Clark. Vasquez again. She has a little bit of running room. That one's out the touchline. 4:40 to go, second half. That was last touched by Lewis and Clark. Another corner kick here. This is the 11th of the game for Laramie County. Gerard will handle it. This team's still looking for more, and they should after losing by 4 yesterday. Ball up at the top, cleared away by Lewis and Clark. That back line of 4 continues to stand strong. This one punched in by Schneider. Another race to the ball. Elder was on her way towards it, and it's picked up by Natalie Oten. Ball volleyed. Vasquez ends up with it. Looking for Gerard, just a little bit too far out in front of her, and that one cued out of bounds. Let's take another look at that Stoddard goal. It was a quickly developing play here, centering kick. And Stoddard just there on the backside was able to direct it in. Perfectly done. Oten could have probably handled anything that was a little further to the left. Here's another center shot, and it's headed away. Just a little bit too strong there by Brittany Crank. So up 3-1, Laramie County continues to try to pour it on here a little bit. When you think about the goal differential, it's something they need to do. And also, if they hold on here, count on Lewis and Clark to beat Iowa Central tomorrow, which will not be an easy task. The Iowa Central team played very well yesterday. Stoddard with the takeaway. Gerard back to Stoddard. Sends out to Vasquez, who's looking long once again. Out towards Elder. She's offsides. Little over 2 minutes left here. And Lewis and Clark looking for any kind of an opportunity here. This one flicked on by Howard. Stoddard leading the break. And once again, Laramie County has to wait. This one sent up that far sideline, and it'll be a toss-in for Laramie County. Elder. Stoddard. Little under 90 seconds to go. This one controlled inside the box for Laramie County. The shot wide right. That one off the foot of Aaron Elder after a missed touch by that back defensive line by Lewis and Clark, and could have been 4-1 at this point in time. A shocking turn of events in this one. Laramie County missed a bunch of opportunities in the first half, trailed 1-0 after the first 45 minutes, and here in the second half has scored 3 goals to take a 3-1 lead. Here's Vasquez looking to center it, goes out the back of the box. And Lewis and Clark trying to hurry up here with 42 seconds to go and a 2-goal deficit. Gerard. This one controlled out by Howard. 30 seconds left, and that one out the near touchline. Here's Howard again. Not a whole lot of time here, just 15 seconds to work with. This one chipped along. Cassidy Foley's going to give it her best, but this one is sent away by the defense, and that's going to take us to the end of Game 2. What a finish for Laramie County. They score 3 goals in the second half. They get them from Gemma House, Logan Gerard, and Aaron Elder in this one. Make that Stoddard to take a 3-1 victory, and now they'll need help, Lewis and Clark, to win their game tomorrow. Game 3 coming up in just a few moments. Laramie County, once again our final, gets the 3-1 victory. You're watching the NJCAA Women's Soccer Championships on NJCAA TV.
This is where we're building the future. This is where we meet the challenge, where leaders emerge and careers take flight. This is where you discover new opportunities. Choose to stand where excellence lives, where titans rise. Eastern Florida State College.